Has that other one's rehydrating it, Kez? Best drink in the other one, aren't it?
Oh, you're such a...
No, mate, it's just me. It doesn't sit right, and then, you know, just...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying. What's it called that you've got?
Don't know, it's just a problem.
What's it called? OCD. Yeah, Tony's got OCD. Yeah, that was just an epic night. Big drama show. So proud of Tony. Second win over David Haye. Open the floor to questions from you guys.
Is that top? Goodison Park?
No, mate, not even close. Nah, can't beat that. Doesn't matter what I do. Like I said, I could have knocked him out in 20 seconds tonight. It wouldn't have touched the side to Goodison. I just don't know. It's hard, isn't it, when you've had your defining moments in this sport and you still... What am I chasing? I don't know. I'm just fighting. I like fighting. And I like challenges. And I've definitely got a screw loose, so... It's what it is, innit? Just keep fighting till the screw detaches itself, to be honest. But no, I won't go on too long, but I ain't stopping now. Well, just let me get past half one tomorrow when her flight touches down and see if I can talk her around, and then we'll go from there. Pretty much, Ron, yeah. He's very good at what he does. Always quality Coogan. He's very good at what he does. Slippery, slick, heavy jab. And I just wanted to see if it was like last time. I can see his shots coming. I can see them. And this is the thing. I've campaigned for most of my career at lighter weights than he has. And the fighters are so fast. So without harping on, but fighters, you're clever as well. Fighters like Isaac Chalemba is they're very, very fast. Nathan Cleverly is very, very quick. So when you get in with someone like David Haye, he's very, very quick to other heavyweights. I've had young sparring partners in for this camp. And I don't want to sound big-headed or put the sparring partners down, but I could have rendered everyone unconscious if I wanted to. I really could. When I was 28, 29, I was vicious, and I used to knocking people clean out was like a badge of honour. I'm at a stage, I haven't got a clue what that done. I'm at this, I've been through an awful lot of things in my life and experience, and it's been so hard, but I don't want to hurt anyone. I want to beat them. I want the referee to count to 10. In my opinion, Al Foster should have stopped that sooner tonight, because he was gone in the third round and he stumbled back to his corner. I told him, stop the fight. Stop the fight. And he, you know, he come out in the fourth and I was a bit cagey and wary because David really can punch. He, you know, I felt his power in the second round. He hit me on the back of the head again, like last fight. And it was a heavy punch. He is very, very powerful. It's the last thing that'll go on him. Heavy-ended fighter. Big, big puncher. So you'd have to be, you know, switched on for 12 rounds. And I was, well, switched on for 5. I was switched on for every second while we were... And on the inside... I'm the best inside fighter, whether I'm heavyweight or cruiserweight in the world. No one fights better than me on the inside. I pick shots that they don't usually pick. I look for certain punches. Murat Gassiev might have an argument to have with me about that one, but I'm really good on the inside. It's probably one of my greatest strengths, but I've never been able to show it over the years. Tonight I showed it in abundance. We got inside and up close. I just manhandled them. I banged them up. I roughed them up. And David Haye, and I know this for a fact, has never been put out on the floor the way he was like that, from shots to the chin, not shots to the temple, not shots where he gets, you know, wobbled or he flat on his bum, mate, off a right hand straight down the pipe on the chin. Vladimir Klitschko didn't do that to him. No, all these others.
He didn't lunge in this time, he just let that sort of played into your hands.
He traded. He traded.
Shots,
yeah, he traded with me. He got into a gunfight with me. He brought a knife to a gunfight. You know, he traded inside, and you can't do that with me. I defy anyone in the world. I know David's so egotistical, and I know tonight he wanted to knock me out later on. Or maybe not even, he wants to, the punch he wanted to do was a left hook. I know it was because I'd watched him work throughout camp. Little videos in there. Him and Ishmael Salas had worked on a left hook. And Dave said to me, he's going to try and trade left hooks. And I said, there's not a man alive who'll trade left hooks with me. I've been throwing this left hook since days of just studying fighters for years and years. Felix Trinidad, I used to study him endless hours as a child. Study him. One of the greatest left hooks I've ever seen, in my opinion. Felix Trinidad, Tito had, Joe Frazier. In fact, I can go back through the ages of boxing. I've studied them over the years, and it's just what I've done. Boxing's the only real thing I've ever known. It's the only thing I really understand. I definitely don't really understand women. Yeah, just got into exchange, the same exchange that BJ Flores got into, the same exchange that Olunga Makabu got into. Let's not forget, no one had ever done to BJ Flores what I done to him. He got the shock of his life, and then all of a sudden it was Tony Bellew with a low blow. Only 5 knockdowns later, but you know, it was a low blow, weren't it? So it is what it is. It's I'm very happy. I'm very grateful for the victory. I'm happy David's okay. I'm not here today, people. This is a business, a cold-blooded business, and I'm ruthless when I get in a boxing ring. When that low blow went on tonight, I forgot about everything. I forgot about every single thing that's going on in my life, and I just thought, I'm going to go out here and wreak havoc. I'm going to cause murder, and that's just the horrible part of me. I want havoc. I enjoy it sometimes. So it's done, innit? And I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm happy it's over. On Sunday is my biggest fight, mate, when I arrive at that airport to pick it up.
Would you like to sing Haye tonight?
My first words to him, when he hugged me, I was just a bit emotional when I was on my knees on the canvas. And he come over to me and he said, "Brother, you done me. Everything was right and you just beat me." And I said to him, "Please stop. Please stop. This is a very unforgiving sport. It is a young man's game. It is a young man's game for a fighter with the attributes that David Haye relies on. Now, fighters like Bernard Hopkins and James Toney can go on longer than us, but, well, the likes of David Haye, because their attributes and style isn't based on reflexes, speed and timing. These things decrease as you get older in boxing. Boxing does not favour fighters once they hit after 35 who fight on reflexes and explosive power and punch power. He'll always have the punch. So he could render any heavyweight out in the world with one big right hand. He can do that. He has that in his bank. But he doesn't have the speed and the timing and the explosiveness to get him there. All the attributes that he had over the heavyweights over the years, all the attributes he had over the great cruiserweights he's beaten, he doesn't possess them. He's still a world-class fighter. I still rate him as the biggest single punching heavyweight in the world. With that right hand he's got, it's dangerous. He clipped me on the back of the head and my brain shook. So, you know, don't detract or take away anything from David's career. He's an amazing fighter. Go down better than I ever will. So, you know, from what he's done. But styles make fights. There's many styles out there that I can beat. There's many guys out there I can beat just because styles make fights. I'll beat Andre Ward. You'll all laugh and everyone will think I haven't got a chance. I will knock Andre Ward out. I will beat him down slowly but sure. I could do it 2 ways. I could outbox Andre Ward if I choose to. I've just got a different set of skills than what he's faced before. I can do things differently, and I'm telling you, I'll beat him. I don't care how good he is. I've got all the respect in the world for him. An amazing fighter, pound for pound, great. But styles make fights, and I will beat him. But I can be. Well, Ron's greatest asset is the inside fighting. I can match him. And that he's never fought a fighter who can match him on the inside. That's his greatest strength. It really, really is. That's what his greatest strength in all of his fights going into. He's just such a great inside fighter. He's Bernard Hopkins 20 years younger. That's exactly what he is. But there's ways to beat him. And I know I can beat him. 100% convinced I can beat Andre Ward. As great of a fighter he is. Once again, I'll beat him, but he'll go down as a far greater fighter than me because of his achievements and what he's done. He's a brilliant fighter. He's a legend in the game. But I will beat him. The fat scouser will beat him.
So you gave him a hug tonight?
Yeah, I jumped on him.
Dislocated my fingers. Yeah.
In the second round, you had your arms in the air after a shot from David.
Yeah.
What were your feelings on that?
That wasn't the one that actually shook my skull when I put my arms up. I wasn't stupid enough to put my arms up when he did actually rock the brain. I just done a little bit of jigging, moving, Radio Raheem. I was on him, but he's heavy-handed, man. He's got dangerous hands. He really, really has. So when I took the thing is in boxing, what you have to understand is it's never the punch you see coming that renders you unconscious or drops you to the floor. So I've never been rendered unconscious, to be honest. So talking bollocks again, sorry. But I've been on the floor numerous times and it was never off a punch I seen coming. And I could see him. I could see the punches coming. I just know he could never. I told all you guys I was going to stop him, and I was going to stop him quicker than I did last time. And I knew I was going to do that because he would come for me. And when a fighter comes for me, he gives me the opportunity to really hurt him. And that's all that went down tonight. He came in the ring 110%. The best David Haye we've ever seen. Six-pack booming, muscles booming, pumped. Looked fantastic. Told him yesterday on the scales when he got off, you look beautiful. Tomorrow, boy, I'm going to get my hands on you. If I'm being honest, it could have got brutal tonight. If I'd have got him up close the way I wanted to, and I would have manhandled him. This fat kid can fight and do things on the inside. I'm used to wrestling 17, 18 stone men. He's got nothing for me. On the inside, outside, whatever. His dangerous time is the mid-range when he looks to explode and leap in. That's when he's at his most dangerous. And I just took the little adjustments and I took it away from him. I took the mid-range away from him tonight. We either fought at distance or we fought right up close. I didn't give him mid-range tonight. I think I got caught with one silly right hand all fight. And two, okay, the boss knows. And he told me off straight away. I exhausted a bit too much energy in the third, but I was so fit tonight. I've been really fit. You guys will print it, so I have to really thank Murrayfield Hyperbaric Chamber and Dave Alcock and his family for really helping me out these last 2 weeks. They've been a credit, and that's all I'll say about that. So print that. Thank you very much to the hospital. They've been brilliant to me.
Two more from me, mate.
Okay.
Obviously, you've mentioned.
Yeah.
How about if you stay in the heavyweight division? What about someone like Joseph Parker?
He hasn't really got anything for.
What's he got? If he's WBO champion, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd beat Joseph Parker all day, 100%, without a doubt. I just don't see what there is at heavyweight, Ed.
I haven't got a clue, mate. I'm not bothered at the moment.
Do you know, you wouldn't understand, and I can't explain to you guys. You know this, on March the 4th last year, you have no idea what he had planned. These knew. He was supposed to render me unconscious in 2 rounds and literally blow us all out the water with what he was going to do after the fight. And it would have ruined a lot of things, but I changed that. And tonight I ended it like I said I would. No hard feelings, no business. Am I his greatest friend? No, we're not great friends. No, we're never going to be great friends. But I have a lot of respect for him as a fighter. I'll always respect him as a fighter. I'll always look up to him as a fighter. But you have no idea what the things he had planned. It was to laugh at me. When have you ever seen David Haye? He knocked out Enzo McAnally and just disregarded him and just walked away and left him on a canvas. When do you ever see, understand what you I'm different from the other people in this guy, and it's only come with age, to be honest. I think he's starting to come round now with age. With age and respect, things change. Like I said, when I was 28, 29, I love nothing more than rendering people unconscious.
Would you say your rivalry with Bellew was more personal?
Yes, without doubt.
And this one is just a sporting one.
Yes, I fought the Cleverly fight on pure emotion. The second fight, I was exhausted when I was walking to the ring. What a dope I was. I got emotionally involved in the fight tonight. I'll be honest, not up until I got the low blow on, my mind was elsewhere. When I got the low blow on, I've got one of the best coaches in the game. I don't want to blow his trumpet too much because people will say, whatever, but he's a fantastic coach and he gets me. He just knows me. So emotionally, I haven't really been there. This camp, it's been emotionally one of the worst camps I've had. I'm in a room at night and I'm on my jack and you cry yourself to sleep, mate, because your missus is gone. She's not there because you can't do it in front of her. You try losing a brother-in-law and it's just hard, like, your missus is broken and it's just, the family's broken. Tonight I had his dad sitting there and his brothers, and I left an empty seat on row B ringside, and they're not cheap then, but I stuck the seat there and he was there. I just know he was there, so I dedicate this fight to Ash. I know he's watching me without a shadow of a doubt, mate. He's watching and he's just smiling and laughing at me, and he's getting ready for the Champions League final, a cop-out swat. He really is. What, mate?
Scored in the last minute, you drew 1-0.
Oh, we drew 1-0. I said he's a cop-out twat. That means a Liverpool fan. He's laughing at me. That's what he's doing because they're in the Champions League final. So he'll be laughing at me now. Just bad a disaster 8 months, mate. I can't even explain to you and put into words In my life's a mess, but it all makes sense when I get in the boxing ring. I like fighting. I just hope. I was hoping tonight, in all honesty, coming in here, I was hoping for a really hard fight, a war, and I was hoping he was going to beat the fight out of me. But you know what he's done? He's just made the fire even worse. He's just added to the flames. And I just want to punch everything and fight the world, mate. I really do. I'd love Tyson Fury. I'd love to knock Tyson Fury out. I really would. And I know I can do it. These two think I'm crazy, but I know I can flatten them.
I believe you.
Pleasure.
David, what would you like Tony to do next? Cruiserweight, heavyweight, title?
Don't say it.
Same answer as what I said after the first Haye fight. I would love him to walk away, but it's not because I look at him in the gym and think, oh, you're coming to the end of your career. Because in the gym, and I've said this in the build-up to this fight, and I said it to him tonight, he's getting better and better every camp. Every camp, he's doing things because he's got such a great boxing intellect, and he thinks about things, and he's got a good understanding. But with age comes his maturity, where he's able to then take it into a fight. But he's physically getting better in each camp as well. So it's hard for him to walk away when you feel that you're getting better and better, and when you are. So I don't want him to quit because of that. I just want him to quit because, well, what else is there? What is his proof? Eddie's got to come with something massive that's going to get his juices flowing and make.
Probably will, to be fair.
To be fair, you probably will.
Really?
But it's got to be something that can get that fire going. Because he can't just carry on boxing because fans want him to fight this guy. But is it worth it? Can he get up for it? He's got to be up for it 100% in order to go through what he does in camp.
A little while ago, I think you meant Tyson speak about his comeback, so he crucified him for the twice that he wanted. So, knowing Tyson and knowing Fredman, is there any chance you can really make that?
The truth is that when David Haye pulled out of this fight, Tony just wanted to get rid of him and say, let's just move on. And he met Tyson, and they shook on a deal to fight. And I said to him, he ain't going to fight you. And he said, I don't believe Haye will make it in the ring again. I said, I think he will. We had a big debate, and thank God, when I saw him get in the ring tonight, I was just there. My job was done. I thought,
it's up to me now.
Yeah, it is. And Tyson Fury, when you see what he comes back against, and when you see what he fights over the next 3 or 4 fights, he will not go anywhere near. Yeah, 4 fights.
Wow.
He won't go anywhere near Tony Bellew. But in time, that could be a big fight.
Nah, it won't. Nah, not 3 or 4 fights, mate.
He's not hanging around that long.
Nah, mate, no, it's not about
They might be quick.
It's just not 3 or 4 fights, mate. He gets on that Dusseldorf form, you know what I'm saying? I don't fancy the night that could incur for me. So, I'm not about that life. Don't need a man who's about 9 foot trying to punch me face in, who's back to his best. So, listen, boxing's all about timing. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I would have beat Tyson Fury the night he was in Dusseldorf. Chances are I wouldn't. He'd dance around the ring and jab my head off. But what I will say is, when the likes of the great Muhammad Ali met the great Joe Frazier, he'd been out the ring for how many years through inactivity or what happened with his the Vietnam thing and stuff like that. So timing is everything in boxing, and styles do make fights. Tyson Fury isn't a big puncher like Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua. He isn't. Or David Haye, yes, but he has a certain set of skills. He's big, he's elusive, and he's fast for a heavyweight, but he isn't as fast as David Haye. So it's a fight I like. I really like the Andre Ward fight. There's loads of options like there was after the last fight, but we'll just have to see. I want to thank my beautiful sponsors, Sport Payser, Itterstone, Dorset, JD. They supported me all through camp, because camps are fucking expensive, especially when people pull out with 3 weeks to go. So this fight, I had to pay for 2 camps. I had to hire another gym in Liverpool for the December camp because I didn't go to Sheffield. So thank you very much for everyone who backed me. And there's very few. Once again, I'm sure I was wrote off again tonight. What was the odds before the fight this time?
You were 2-1.
2-1, so I'm still the underdog?
Yeah, just.
Yeah, okay, just. So the fat scout said, cost the bookies a few million again. Made up about that. Pleases me endlessly. And the only thing I forgot was my balaclava. So, I robbed the bank again. Robbed another bank. Thank you very much. I mean, what else can I say? He wants to fight.
Yeah.
He wants to fight. Believe you me, he thinks he can beat me easy. he wants to fight.
Where would they be here?
Yeah, 100%. Only here. Yeah. Right, guys, we've got to clear out of this place soon. So I don't
Thank
know
you
if
very
want,
much for staying. Thank you very much for coming. I really do.